Hey guys, this is Chico, and you are not going to believe what happened. We have had success, and we told you that we would bring you along for the successes and the failures, and we overwintered some tomato plants and a bell pepper plant, and I showed you recently in a video, and if I can find it, I'll link it up here. About the success of the bell pepper plant. It's got 2 peppers growing on it, and we've had this plant for a year now. But the tomato plants I showed you in another video, they were looking spindly and pitiful. And the truth is I thought that was a fail. And I just kind of left them in the greenhouse to die, because I was going to use the buckets that they were planted in to plant cucumbers and peppers, more peppers. So it's been raining for 3 or 4 days again, long time. So today, nice sunshiny day, and I thought I will get out and I'll take those buckets out of the greenhouse and I'll plant some peppers and cucumbers in them. We've had the granddaughter for several days, and her and I have planted something every day. So I wanted to keep that going. I wanted to plant today. So I opened up the greenhouse. You are not going to believe this. Look. They survived. The one in the back, it needs, there it is. It needs a little water, but they've survived, and looks like that they're thriving. I am just kind of shocked. Look at this one. It needs some water, but there's flowers on it. Got a good healthy stem. There's another one right there. Got to pull the weeds out, but that was just a nub, and it is grown. We had 2 that didn't make it. That one you can see looks horrible, and then that one there looks like it might make it. It's not dead yet, but it doesn't look great. But we've had 3 out of 5 that look great. So we're going to work on these, and I think they'll produce. So the overwintering tomatoes plants, success. What we did at the end of the season last year, a couple of them are just suckers we cut off of plants we had, and a couple of the other 3 are just tops. We just cut the top off, rooted them in water and stuck them in dirt and kept them in a south-facing window for the winter. And by George, I believe 3 of them are going to produce tomatoes. So I consider that a huge win. Since I'm out here, I want to show you a little bit more. The rain, even though it's kind of been a bummer, it's not been all bad. If you will look right here, all this kale is just busted wide open. We've been having kale with breakfast every day. We've had kale with dinner a couple of nights. And tonight we're going to make up smoothies and freeze them. We were blessed with a whole case of what they called overripe bananas. But they're not really overripe. So we're going to take those free bananas, kale, and some frozen strawberries we have left from last year that we froze, and they're all going to be made into smoothies and then put in the freezer for later consumption, mid-morning snacks for me and the granddaughter. We've kind of worked on a regiment. We get up in the morning, we do breakfast, we brush our teeth, we come outside, we survey everything, check it out. Generally we go back in, brush our teeth, brush our teeth, take a mid-morning snack, and then we come back out and plant something. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling there, but let me show you right here. That is red leaf lettuce and 1 volunteer garlic. We're going to have salad with dinner tonight. My wife kind of feels sorry because I'm doing so much of the housework right now, which, you know, we don't have really defined roles. It's a partnership. 2 became 1, and if it needs done, one of us needs to do it. And it is what it is. But anyway, so she called and said, or texted and said, if you lay out steak, I'll grill them. Great. I'll do the sides, and we're going to have a fresh side salad. This bed that I showed you earlier, I didn't think it was going to do much. And it still looks a little weak, but it's producing better than I thought. That is a lesson that we learned. When we start seeds and we put them in the egg cartons, when it's time to transfer them, even though those paper egg cartons are biodegradable, we're better off if we take them out of those egg cartons and then transplant them into like a cup for the next stage, and then into the ground. The egg cartons don't degrade as fast as I would like them to. This bed up here, the lettuce, let me see here. Yeah, right here, the lettuce is doing phenomenal. That's part of supper tonight as well. The poppy you hear in the background is my granddaughter. Just a second. And then here I wanted to show you another experiment right here. We had purple fingerling potatoes left over from last season. I dumped some dirt in a bucket, threw some potatoes in, dumped some dirt on top of it, and they're growing. I'm getting ready to dump more dirt on top to build them up, but another win on an experiment. What else? We planted, in between the rains about 2 or 3 days ago, we planted some pepper plants. We have 3 California Wonder pepper plants we've planted, and we planted those where we planted garlic, but not all the garlic came up. Excuse me. In the area where it didn't come up, we planted pepper plants. The horseradish root, let me show you that. Right here. It is doing very well. Drawing the butterflies, drawing the bees, and we're going to have some big horseradish root in the fall to make horseradish sauce out of. Collards are doing well, but the big deal today is the tomato plants survived overwintering. And we'll bring you along when they fruit. We'll show you what happens. We don't even know what flavor or what type they are. So we just cut and started and thought we'd see what happened. But I'm excited. I hope you can tell I'm excited. Short video. Thanks for going along with us. He Provides Homesteads, always on YouTube. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And please like, share, and subscribe to our videos. It greatly helps our family. Godspeed, folks.